So Nationwide have just released their latest house price index covering the period of May 2024. Let's take a look at it in a bit more detail. So first, modest rebound in house price growth in May as market shows resilience. Wow, house prices increased. So UK house prices rose 0.4% month on month in May, and the annual growth rate has now picked up to 1.3% from 0.6% in April. So I guess my first question for you is, do you agree with this? Do you think that this is correct? Let me just remind you all, though, that this nationwide house price index does relate only to nationwide mortgage customers. It doesn't relate to the rest of the market, and the only that will show the whole of market information is the Land Registry House Price Index. But let's continue with the report. So, commenting on the figures, Robert Gardner's chief economist said UK house prices increased by 0.4% in May after taking account of seasonal effects. This resulted in a slight pickup in the annual rate of house price growth to 1.3% in April from 0.6% the previous month. The market appears to be showing signs of resilience in the face of ongoing affordability pressures following the rise in longer-term interest rates in recent months. Consumer confidence has improved noticeably over the last few months, supported by solid wage gains and lower inflation. And this is certainly something that we're seeing. We are getting an awful lot of inquiries at the moment. Now, they may not yet be turning into business. That could be still caused by a little bit of uncertainty. One, surrounding the cost of living crisis. Two, the fact that interest rates are still higher than they were previously and people are still taking time to adjust to those. And three, possibly the fact that there's a general election coming up and everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen with the Bank of England base rate. So let's just continue. So looking at the chart that Robert refers to, it's here, and you can see that the red and the blue line are both showing signs of improvement. One of them is the personal financial situation, and the other one is the general economic situation. So will the election impact the housing market? With the recent announcement that the UK general election will take place on the 4th of July, we've analysed house price movements in the months around previous elections and also the 2016 EU referendum. As the chart below illustrates, past general elections do not appear to have generated volatility in house prices or resulted in a significant change in house price trends. In the chart, we've indexed average house prices so that they equal 100 in the election months in each of the years shown. We can then compare house price movements in the 6 months leading up to each election and then following each vote. And then there's the graph for you to take a look at. On the whole, prevailing trends have been maintained just before, during, and after UK general elections. Broader economic trends appear to dominate any immediate election-related impact. We also examined how activity, in particular house purchase mortgage approvals, responded to past UK election. And here the picture is less clear, but again, there doesn't seem to be any tangible impact in the 3 months either side of a general election. Again, they've added a graph in relation to that information. 2019 is a notable exception, but this was due to the impact of the pandemic, with the initial lockdown in 2020 suppressing housing market activity. Activity then subsequently bounced back once restrictions began to be lifted. It appears that the housing market trends have not traditionally been impacted around the time of general elections. Rightly or wrongly, for most homebuyers, elections are not foremost in their minds while buying or selling property. And like I said, this is something that we're seeing at the moment. Lots of inquiries, people testing their affordability, and people actually still wanting to move home. So we see lots of first-time buyer inquiries, and we're also seeing lots of people wanting to move home, which is freeing the market up for those first-time buyers to come into the market. Now, this report obviously suggests that house prices have gone up, but we are actually still seeing down valuations on property. Now, they are mainly occurring when people are remortgaging because people are overestimating what they believe their property to be worth. But the odd purchase transaction is seeing a down valuation as well. Now, as always, there will be a link to this report if you're watching this video on YouTube. So if you're watching it on any of my other social media channels, please do go take a look at the YouTube channel, because there you can get a link to this report. It is in the video notes, and then you can take a look at the report and all of the graphs in more detail yourself. But what are your thoughts? What do you think are happening with house prices? Are you looking to move home and you can't afford to do so? Or are you just waiting until things settle down a bit? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. We always love a bit of interaction, and it helps us to get a real feel for what is happening on the ground right now from real people like you. As always, we really do appreciate your support in the channel, so thank you very much for watching. If you're not already subscribed or following us, then please do so. And please like and please share the video, because it is information that other people might find useful. So if you could please share it, that would be appreciated. Take care.